AMC Javelin, the unsung hero of muscle cars. Imagine for a moment you're at a lavish banquet, surrounded by the finest gourmet dishes, and then there, tucked away in a corner, is a little-known but wildly delicious morsel that everyone seems to overlook. That, dear viewers, is the AMC Javelin, a muscle car that, for some inexplicable reason, doesn't get talked about in the same breathless tones as its counterparts. The Javelin was AMC's audacious entry into the high-octane world of American muscle cars. They didn't just dip their toes, they cannonballed into the pool with a car that screamed, "Look at me." Its design was a cocktail of curves and aggression, with a front end that looks like it's sneering at you. It's almost as if the car was designed to cause whiplash not to the passengers, but to the poor souls who had to do double takes as it roared past. The interior was equally dramatic. You'd find yourself cocooned within a cockpit that looked part race car, part spacecraft, if the spacecraft was designed by someone obsessed with shag carpeting and vinyl. The seats were more like thrones, and the dials and controls seemed to defy ergonomic sense. But oh, the charm. It was like AMC was saying, "We may not be the biggest, but we'll be damned if we're not the boldest." Now let's pop the hood. Depending on your flavor of insanity, the Javelin packed engines ranging from a humble inline-6 to the fire-breathing 401 cubic inch V8. The latter producing a sound so visceral it could probably rattle the fillings out of a dentist. 0-60? It did it in unconscionable time enough to make the tires wail in protest, and the driver grin like a lunatic. And here's where it gets really good. The Javelin wasn't just about looking furious and going fast in a straight line. AMC decided it also needed to corner well. A muscle car that could tackle twists and turns with finesse? It was like discovering your old bulldog could suddenly perform ballet. It was as if AMC had taken the rulebook on muscle cars, tossed it into a bonfire, and danced around the flames shouting, "We do it our way!" Driving the Javelin was an experience. The steering wheel felt like a direct hotline to the car's soul. Every inch of road transmitted through your palms, every roar of the engine a promise of madness. It didn't coddle you with modern amenities or whisper sweet nothings into your ear. No, it gripped you, quite literally, and didn't let go. Every drive was an adventure, every corner a challenge accepted. On the racetrack, the Javelin proved its mettle, taking on the giants and often coming out on top. This wasn't just a muscle car, it was a dark horse that galloped past the competition, leaving a trail of bewildered onlookers in its wake. As far as street cred went, the Javelin didn't just earn it, it demanded it. Yet in the annals of muscle car history, the AMC Javelin often goes unmentioned, overshadowed by Mustangs, Camaros, and Challengers. But those in the know, the true aficionados, acknowledge it for what it was. A spectacularly gutsy move by a company that dared to color outside the lines. So, if you're ever presented with the opportunity to drive, or better yet, own an AMC Javelin, don't just walk sprint. Revel in its audacity, enjoy its quirks, and know that it represents a spirit of rebellion. It's not just a car, it's an underdog story on wheels. If this romp through the world of the AMC Javelin revved your engines, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to automobilehistory, and drop a comment on your favorite underdog muscle car. Stay tuned for more high-octane adventures.